If you haven't seen the previous video in this series, go down to the description or the link in the top of the video to find the series playlist. Without further ado, let's continue. We start this game off, not with Chief, but with the newly introduced fireteam Osiris. Let's take a closer look at them, shall we? Fireteam Osiris is a specialized combat and intelligence gathering team of Spartan Force. Let's rank them from worst to best. In last place I have Holly Tanaka. She's the engineer on this team. Personally, I don't really like her. I can't explain why exactly I don't like her, but I just don't like her. Her armor is white with hints of blue and red, but in my opinion it just doesn't look good at all. I can't really explain why I don't like the Halo 5 armors. Maybe it's the more organic shapes instead of the blocky and sharp edges like in previous games. Next up, we have Olympia Vale, and I don't know how, but her armor is even worse. The helmet is the main issue with this armor. It's ugly as fuck. The body armor looks better than Tanaka, color-wise and shape-wise is even worse though. Luckily it's not all bad, because next up we have a Jameson Locke. Jameson Locke, also known as our second protagonist, is the second character we play as in the game next to Chief. I think we play Locke most of the game, at least that's what it felt like. But armor wise, I like this. The grey matches the blue and overall it's far better shaped than Vale and Tanaka. It's only second because there's a guy that's way better and has an armor that's way better looking. Returning from Halo 3 ODST, Edward Buck is no longer an ODST but is now a Spartan 4. Whether or not that's a good thing is up to you. Armor wise, I think it's the best. It takes after the ODST gear, which makes it look insanely good. On top of that, Buck is just fun. I think they nailed his personality from the previous game. Now let's talk story, shall we? We start off inside of a UNSC ship, as Fireteam Osiris has to retrieve Dr. Halsey, who has been captured by Covenant forces. After they are successful, we switch to Chief. Chief is now with Blue Team. Now some of y'all may not know who Blue Team is, so I'm gonna explain real quick. Blue Team consists of 4 Spartan 2s, which basically means they were kidnapped as kids, enhanced and turned into super soldiers. So Blue Team are the closest thing Chief has to a family since he became a Spartan. Let's look into them closer. We start off with Linda 058, the sniper on the team. She's an expert marksman, though I'm not really a big fan of her helmet. The rest of her armor is definitely very cool. After that we have Kelly 087. She's the fastest Spartan ever, able to run at a top speed of 62 kilometers an hour. However, again, I'm not really a fan of her helmet, but it's way better than Linda's in my opinion. Next up we have Fred 104, also known as the Blade Master. His armor looks very good to me, no complaints here. And last but not least, we have our main boy, John 117, also known as the Master Chief. His design is basically unchanged from the last game, so yeah, make of that what you will. They're on a mission when Chief gets a dream, a vision? Yeah, let's go with vision, about Cortana. So they decide to go rogue and find her. Then we cut to Captain Lasky on the Infinity, who orders Fireteam Osiris to find and bring Blue Team home. So they go do that, and they go to a random ass planet, the name's not important, and they see suddenly a big ass robot. Some other shit goes on, some weird AI on that planet goes rogue, some other goofy stuff. They come across the Eternal Warden, which they fight. Then they finally find Blue Team. Chief and Locke fights in a kind of controversial fight scene. Chief wins, obviously. They leave. Blue Team teleports to a weird planet where they see the Eternal Warden. Now, with no knowledge of where Blue Team actually teleported to, Fireteam Osiris returns to the Infinity. Fireteam Osiris and Palmer, yes, she's still around and I still hate her, decide to go to Sanghelios, the Sangheli homeworld, to talk to the Arbiter and see if the Arbiter would come to help them. So some goofy stuff happens, they eventually find him. Arbiter, still a legend, still voiced by the same guy by the way. They go to the last Guardian, which is that big ass robot from earlier. The last one is left on Sanghelios, so they go there and try to take it. I'm pretty sure Palmer dies there by the way. Yeah! But anyway, they meet the rest of Blue Team after teleporting to that weird ass planet where Blue Team went. And after they had to deal with the Eternal Warden again, Blue Team gets taken by Cortana and we see the Warden again. Cortana freezes them after John says he's not going to join her. Osiris frees them as Cortana goes haywire on the galaxy, like destroying the Brute homeworld, which we see in Halo Infinite later. Meanwhile, Chief reunites with Halsey and the Arbiter, but Arby and Chief don't say anything to each other, not even one word. The game then ends on a cliffhanger of Cortana still crazy in the galaxy, and Chief and the rest of the Unisea trying to stop them. Obviously, this cliffhanger was not followed up on Halo Infinite, so yeah, that's where the story ends. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm not a big fan of this game. I think the story mode is lacking in some areas, and the new things absolutely suck. I am not a fan of Fireteam Osiris. If I had to give highlights, I'd say I love seeing Lasky again, this time as a captain. I also love Edward Buck. He was just fun, and I miss him in Halo Infinite. And I'd probably say seeing the Arbiter again was fun. Once again, I haven't played multiplayer for Halo 5, but why isn't Halo 5 on the MCC? Please put it on the MCC so I can play a game of Halo 5 online, and it's way easier to play the story mode. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video of me ranting. Sorry, I usually try to find the positives in the series. That's what the series is all about. But this game just sucks in my opinion. But hey, maybe the next game is better. Oh damn, I guess there's hope after all.